Hello, and welcome to Office EMR's Patient Health Profile Overview. Now providers can view a patient's health profile information on one consolidated page without thumbing through pages of paper records or countless screens on your EMR. Your patients aren't one-dimensional, so why settle for a software that is? With Office EMR's cutting-edge patient health profile and our interactive relational clinical markers, turning your patient's health outlook is just a click away. Let's begin our overview of the Health Profile functionality. On the left side of the screen, a user is able to view their schedule for the day and see patients that are checked in and waiting to be seen. And in the lower section is the provider's rounding schedule for the day. At the top of the screen, a user is able to view the patient's allergies, medications, and problem list items. A user can now track the reviewed status at the bottom of each category tab as they work towards meaningful use compliance. By clicking on the top of each category tab, users can easily document the category as reviewed, no known allergies, or open the category tab within the solution to enter the patient's allergies, medications, and/or problem list items. By hovering over an item in this section, a user is made aware of the contraindication across all three tabs. All contraindicators are updated daily from First Databank. For providers tired of using the physician desktop reference book, by clicking on the monograph, a user can see the associated information. By clicking on Patient Education, a user can easily print the necessary information along with the medication guidelines at checkout. Let's now mark the patient's medications as reviewed. See how easy it is to document a patient's medications as reviewed and complete a meaningful use task? In the lower section of the patient's health profile, a user is able to view a patient's timeline, including key clinical markers, letting the user know what date a specific clinical marker was recorded. Hovering over the clinical markers provides the user with an overview of the data related to the specific marker. By clicking on the Past Encounter Note clinical marker, a provider is able to completely review the patient's previous encounter note. As you can see with this patient, the provider did a monofilament and knee exam during the last encounter. A provider is now able to easily view all the information that has been documented for the current day's visit by clicking on the encounter note for today, also referred to as the nurse's note. Included in the nurse's note is all reviewed and documented materials captured during today's visit. By clicking on the Vitals marker, a provider can now effectively track a patient's clinical markers and the relationship they have with other interactive items contained within the patient's health profile. In the top middle section is the Orders Focus box, with a few items from the metabolic panel and CBC. We are currently displaying the patient's blood pressure in the Vitals Focus box on the far right. Items in the Vitals Focus box change based on the clinical indicators chosen for review. After clicking the weight, I am able to see the interactive story of the patient's health profile, including the trends starting to form over time between increased blood pressure and weight. As I review the patient's profile trends, I notice a significant drop in blood pressure. I see that Lisinopril was prescribed and is clearly having a positive effect on the patient's health profile. As we continue to review the interactive experience, I will maneuver through the metabolic panel and select the glucose results. As you notice, the system automatically plots the glucose results within the graph, giving you detailed information for your patient without having to thumb through pages of paper files or multiple screens on your current EMR system. Users across the country are now enjoying the countless capabilities and time savings created by the Patient Health Profile exclusive to Office EMR. Thank you for watching Office EMR's Patient Health Profile Overview. We look forward to earning your business.